Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, January 29th. It is currently 5:19 in the late afternoon, and it is time to get to work. Let's see. I did drive for 2 hours on Monday, and it was pretty much a bust. So nothing to record, nothing to report there. So you will see those earnings there, but it was really nothing. Today is day 2 of the International Wine Symposium, so there should be some significant activity, I'm predicting, downtown. At least I'm hoping so, because last year when I drove at this time through this wine symposium, there was a lot of activity. I was very busy on all 3 days. I think last year I drove Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it was pretty busy. Tomorrow's the last day. I am driving tomorrow. However, I don't believe it'll be as busy as it is hopefully tonight. So that's the expectation. Anyway, I'm going to make my way towards the downtown area. I'm going to turn the app on here in a couple minutes and see what happens. The main focus tonight is going to be on Uber. I'd like to get this EV goal knocked out as soon as possible. So that's going to be the goal. I am going to be using Mystro tonight. I have Mystro all set up. Mystro has been rather stable. Like, it hasn't had to reset itself in a while. So maybe they figure themselves out. I don't know. We're going to see. I haven't used Mystro in a while, so this will be a good test for it to see how it goes. So Mystro will be running the show tonight. As far as parameters go, everything is set up in there with the filters that I got. Typical stuff. I did lower my dollar per mile because I figured my cost out for the, basically what my cost is. So I got to lower that down a little bit, which works out pretty well. So I should be able to grab some more rides tonight based on that, but still make some money. So looking good as far as that's concerned. So with that, actually I'm going to turn it on now.
Turn on Uber. Lyft online.
I got a little surge going. Turn that on. Go back. So, I'm about to get on the freeway here, so of course I don't like to talk to the phone while driving on the freeway, so let's, I'll be back here in a little bit, after my first ride, or when I get my first ride, and provide updates throughout the evening as normal, and of course I'll let you know how Mystro is doing tonight as well. I get a lot of interest in that, so this will be a good test to see how it's been. Again, I haven't used it in quite a while. I would say probably, I haven't used it at all this month, and I think towards the end of December I really kind of moved away from it just because it was unstable. I was having to reset it all the time and reset it up, and it was crapping out, halfway through the night, and just not being a stable platform. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that that's been fixed. But we'll find out. Because the only way to find out is to use it, and that's what we're going to do tonight. So, with that, I will be back here in a little bit with updates as stated, and I will let you know how everything's going. All right, I'll be back. All right, quick update. Mystro is doing great. The whatever changes they've made, whatever updates, very good. One of the things that was happening before that's not happening now is when an Uber ride would come in, the Uber offer screen would come over the top of Mystro, and you couldn't see, they couldn't see the stats that Mystro was showing, dollar per mile and all that kind of stuff. It would block it. Well, now Mystro has figured it out to where Mystro just stays on top. So that offer screen is behind the Mystro screen, so you don't see it. And if it meets the parameters that you have set up, the filters, it's auto accepting like it's supposed to. I don't have it on auto decline. I have it on review. And when I'm hitting the reject button on Mystro, it's rejecting it in the Uber app for me, which it's supposed to do as well. So some of the issues that were there before, a month ago or so, are now gone, and it's working really well. Lyft, no problems. Auto accepting, auto declining, all that stuff, really doing well. The only minor glitch that I've noticed so far is if I'm in a ride and I get another offer while in ride, Mystro's still having a little difficulty handling that. And with it being the predominant app on top, if you accept or decline the second ride that's coming in, the Mystro string comes back up to the forefront and blocks the Uber, like your navigation. So, which isn't a huge negative, but just one. That's the only little glitch that still remains at this point in time. But otherwise, it's been doing great. Been doing really well. It's filtering the rides as it's supposed to and working very well. So, so far so good. Ride-wise, doing okay. I need to head back kind of down into the mix right now and see what I can find. I think I'm going to go over to...
Accepting Lyft ride.
Well, there you go. See? Just like that. That's what it's supposed to do, right there. All right, let me go get Ashley here at Trader Joe's, and then I'll be on with my night. I'll be back here in a little bit. Alrighty, quick update. Busy. Been busy. Really just
Lyft online.
been very consistent on the rides, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Mystro, doing very well. Again, no real glitches so far. The only one, again, that's kind of come up is if I'm in a ride and I get another ride request while I'm in a ride.
Uber ride for approval.
Yeah, see, we're not going to do that one. That's ridiculous. So it's been doing really well. I mean, it's been auto accepting rides. Matter of fact, I was kind of like making a turn and wasn't trying to read the screen and everything. It auto accepted like it's supposed to, and boom, there we go. It was perfect. It's exactly what it should be doing. But overall, pretty decent night so far. I'll be curious to see what the numbers look like at the end of the night. I have been doing mostly just stuff in town, in the grid, like I kind of want, the way I have it set up, like I want to. So they're shorty little rides, not high dollar, but I'm turning them over just one after another, and they're a mile or two, 3, which makes it easy, just quick turnovers one after another, and I like that. And they're all profitable because Mystro is telling me that they are. They're meeting my parameters, which is exactly what I want. All right, I'm about to get on the freeway here and head back into town and go get some more people. It looks like they're kind of stacked up at a couple bars right now, so I kind of know where there's a large groups of people hanging out, and that's where I'm going to go post up and see if I can grab some more people out of there and get them back to their hotels. And that's the plan. All right, I'll be back here in a little bit. Well, that's a wrap. And just as I went to start this video, Mystro took a dump. Well, I was going to show you some rides that I declined. One specifically was, it's almost a $40 ride for like 58 miles or something like that. But anyway, the dollar per mile on that was like 68 cents. And what I was going to show you is that it's really, that's the kind of ride that's really important for you to know what your cost is, because that's you see $40 pop up, that's enticing to hit that button. But if it costs you more to drive those miles than you're making, you're losing money. And it's important for you to know what that number is. I can't stress that enough. There's the one thing that you should know all the time is, what does it cost you to drive the vehicle to pick people up and to take them to their destination? You have to know your cost. If all you're doing is chasing dollars, you're probably not making money, at least not a profit. So anyway, Mystro did so good until right now, and I don't know why it did this, but man, it worked flawless all night long. It really did. Really, they've ironed out a lot of the glitches, but apparently there's still some more left. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna give it a go again tomorrow night when I drive. I'm gonna turn it back on and see how it goes. Because it was auto accepting, declining. It was doing everything it was supposed to do, and it was doing it great. The only thing that was causing it a little bit of a hiccup was getting ride requests while in a ride. It was still kind of stumbling with that, but overall solid night with Mystro. All right, 3 rides with Lyft. Got some bonus. Look at that tip. That was like a $2.41 ride. Typically I would never do that. And right after that ride, I adjusted the minimum fare for Lyft up to $5 just so I wouldn't get those kinds of rides. But I took that guy from his house to the grocery store, which was like a half a mile away. And I got there and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to give you a $10 tip." And I'm like, "Sure, thanks, appreciate it. All right." And he didn't leave the car until the tip came through, just to show me that he was going to do it. And I was like, "All right, I appreciate that. Nice, very nicely done. I appreciate him doing that." So nice tip on a little shorty ride. I'll take that. All right, let's go look at the Oobs. Busy, by the way, busy night. So I had 3 rides with Lyft. Very busy. Just really consistent with the rides. There's a shit ton of people here in Sacramento right now. So it was a busy night. There you go. So what's that? 25 rides on the night and $150. Dollar wise, could be better. But I was staying in town purposely to try to just pick up as many rides as I could, because I'm really want to tackle that EV bonus. And I need to do like at minimum 20 rides a night, just so I can knock that sucker out. But let's take a look at the rides themselves. There's Monday night. Like I said, I drove for 2 hours. Here you go tonight. 5.5. So again, a lot of little shorties. But they all add up at the end. I was getting a lot of tips, which is really nice on these little shorties. A lot of $3, $4, $5 tips tonight, which is really good. I mean, it obviously boosts the earnings, but it just makes those little shorties better, a little sweeter. Here you can look at the Monday night rides. There they are. Again, not very many. But yeah, those are the rides for tonight. Let's see. Back at it tomorrow night. And tomorrow the conference ends at 2:30. The symposium ends at 2:30. I have a feeling that there'll be, I think there's people that are going to be hanging back and leaving Friday morning. And I'm sure there'll be people that are leaving tomorrow right after it's done. So it could be a airport drop-off, shuttle people around kind of day tomorrow. So we'll see how that plays out. That's kind of what I'm anticipating, that there's going to be a lot of potential airport drops and just shuttling people around again from the hotels to the bars to the restaurants and stuff. So we'll see. But that's going to do it for me for tonight. If I didn't say, thanks for watching. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, hit that button and hit the like button at the same time. If you have any questions about Mystro, please feel free to ask. Leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.